Hi, welcome back to my channel. So you guys, I'm super excited about this week's catch up with me video. Not because I really have a whole lot to share, but what I do have to share I'm excited about. So let's dive right on in. Here is my mini planner layout. Super cute, super cool, and it's very, very spring slash summerish. And then here is my classic layout. Same thing. I wanted to make it colorful and festive as the warmer season is gradually upon us. And here is my planner. I said that wrong. This is not my this is my planner, but this is my social media planner. Good grief, lost my train of thought there. But this again is my social media planner. So that is that. Next on my list, so I wanted to I don't have anything to show you yet, but y'all know as soon as it comes in I will. So someone told me about the Armour box is what it's called, and I thought, well, what is that? Because I've never heard of it. Well, apparently Under Armour has this program that you can sign up for, and what they do, and so they ask you all these different types of questions, like, you know, your size and the type of sport that you're in and all that good stuff. And so every month, or however you set it up, because it could be every month, it could be quarterly, and I forget all the other options, but you decide how you want to get these boxes, and they'll send you a box with items in it. So it could be a pair of pants, a pair of tennis shoes, and a shirt, or, you know, whatever the combination is. So when you get the box, you go through the box and you decide what items in that box you want to keep, and whatever you keep is what you pay for. Now, let's say they send you a box and you don't like anything in it. Well, you just send the box back, you charge nothing. Or, excuse me, let's say they sent me a box and I love the pants and the shoes, but I didn't really care for the shirt. I just send the shirt back and I only pay for the you get where I'm going with this. You only pay for what you keep. And so I can't tell you how much it's going to cost yet because I don't know that, but I'm super excited. And when I went to the website, it says my order is pending. So I'm super excited about that, you guys. Of course, you know I am going to do a video as soon as I get the box, even if it's not ready for this video, my catch up with me. I'm going to do it because I can't wait to show it to you. So that is that, and I will leave a link in the description box where you can go and check that out. So let me make a note here. And let me see, I had on here takeaways from the Circle of Champions class. So one of the things that we worked on last week in class is we talked about endorsements. So if you have a business, this is what I want you guys to do. If you have a business, a product or service that you offer, get people to do testimonials for you. It doesn't have to be long. It could be 1 minute. It could be a 30-second one. Everybody pretty much has a cell phone that they can record on. And if you don't, you know, borrow somebody in your house, borrow their phone. I'm pretty sure your kids have up-to-date phones and what have you. But get someone to do a testimony. So my mom and I paired up, and when I did a testimonial about her coaching, and she did one about my coaching. Well, she's a personal trainer, a master trainer, I'm sorry. And so we did those, but I want to do it again where we don't have other people in the room and you can hear all the background noise and stuff. So that was the takeaway. Get people to do testimonials. Sorry, y'all, my sinuses are draining. Get people to do testimonials for you, your business, your product, or your service. How awesome is that? And then guess what? You can take those testimonials and you can put them on your website. You can take them and put them on, if you have a Facebook group or a business page, share it on Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever you have your social media platforms. Put those videos out there. And guess what? People typically will buy when other folks are saying they're happy with your service. So I would encourage you to do that. Now, you can get them in writing as well. That is absolutely perfect. I have quite a few emails that I've received from people that I don't even know, probably will never meet, that saw a video or two that I did on YouTube, and they decided to send me an email just to say, hey, thank you so much for doing that video. You have no idea how it helped me. So testimonials are great, you guys. Make sure you're getting them. Next, everything has been sent off for the workshop that I'm going to be doing at the end of the month. So I'm super excited. When I say end of the month, I mean at the end of May. So I'm super excited about that, you guys. I submitted everything that I needed to submit, so now I'm just going to sit back and wait. In fact, I've already started working on my notes for my presentation on getting back up when life knocks you down. And I also have my notes for how to let go, and I thought I had them with me, but I do not, so that's fine. I do have my notes together because I'm always preparing and going through to see where I want to make changes and that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited about this event. And again, I will leave a link in the description box if you want to go check that out, because there's going to be so much happening over the course of that weekend that I think it would be very beneficial for those of you that want to come out and participate. Next on my list, so we had a young lady by the name of Erica Pearson, and she's an attorney, and she came out to my job for Administrative Professionals Day, which was it was a lot of fun. It was really great, and I think it was last Wednesday. And so she works at a law firm. So we talked about the importance of having a will, the importance of having an estate, trust. We talked about probate. We talked about all of that good stuff. And let's face it, none of us wants to talk about death. None of us, because we don't. We're living in the right now, right? But at the end of the day, you do want to make sure that you are setting up your stuff so that in the event that the good Lord sees fit to call you on home, all of your stuff is together. And let me tell you one thing that I just don't agree with, and I hear people saying this quite often, that you should get these huge life insurance policies so you can leave wealth to your kids and they can leave it to their kids and so on and so forth. Honey, let me tell you something. I personally would not recommend that. Now, what you don't want to do is leave a lot of debt for your kids to have to take care of. That I do agree with. So if you have debt, you need to try to pay that off, pay it down as much as you possibly can, because you don't want to leave that kind of stuff with your family members or whoever's taking over your estate when you leave this earth. So no, I do not agree. I will not be going out to buy this big, huge, $1,000,000,000,000 policy, because that's just not what I'm trying to do. I don't want to, like I said, I want to leave my child well off with the assets and things that I do have, but I'm not trying to go out here and make her a millionaire. So if that's what you choose to do, so be it. But with that came up in our class as well. So that's just my 2 cents on that. But anyway, so because we attended this workshop, we all received a $250 certificate off our first services, so that, if there's any kind of service that she's going to render for you, you have $250 off. Excuse me. And we're also entitled, I did sign up for a free 1-hour consultation, and I'm going to work on getting my family to go and talk to her as well, just because, like I said, you want everybody to have their stuff together. I mean, you don't want to leave any stone unturned, because one thing I learned as I worked for Staples part-time and I worked in the copy center is that I talked to so many people, and it was very disheartening, but I talked to so many people who had loved ones pass away. They didn't have an insurance policy. They had nothing. So that meant that somebody had to go and pay for everything that you can think of. The families were feuding over who had money to help out with the burial, who didn't. One family member could afford to pay it all, but they didn't want to, and the other families, bitching and complaining. So what I'm saying to you all is, get your stuff in order, so you're not sitting there having to leave all of this stuff on your family members. If you say you love these people, then make it easy, so that they're not left trying to take care of all of this stuff. So that's my 2 cents on that. And the only other thing that I have to share with you all is, you guys, let me tell you, I have been so busy this week, not just with work, I'm going to say with my 9 to 5, but also my business work, but I've also just been busy listening. And you might say, Michelle, well, how's that exciting? Well, because I listen to a lot of motivational stuff. I love Eric Thomas. I love Les Brown and so many others. But I was listening to specifically a lot of Eric Thomas and Les Brown's, because there are a lot of videos that they are in together. Well, they're not together, but whoever put the compilation together has the two of them in those videos. And I mean, just hearing the motivation, it just makes you want to run on to see what the end is going to be. But as a result of listening to that, and I listened to that during the course of my work day, so maybe I'm hit or miss because I'm working, but I try to have that in the background as opposed to music. But as a result of doing that, do you guys know, I came up with 64. You heard what I said, 64 topics for car vlogs, and I am so excited about it, you guys. I just cannot wait. And I thought I had my notes here with me. I thought I did, but I don't. But anyway, I came up with 64 topics of things that I want to talk about. And specifically, one of them that I did on last Friday, I'm going to put the link in the description box. Please check that out, where I'm talking about loving your kids. And that video idea actually came because I was having a conversation with a friend, and we were just talking about how, some parents, they don't hug their kids, they don't say I love you, and their mindset says, well, if I'm doing things for you, then I love you. But guess what? No, you're doing things for your kids because you're required to do them. Let's keep it all the way real. But for some people, that's how they show love. And so we were just talking about that. And so my friend said, well, my mom, I don't know a lot about my mom. She never talked about her growing up. She never talked about the funny things she did, or the things that she did to get into trouble and all that kind of stuff. And that's really sad, because I can sit and I remember stories that my mom and dad told my sister, my brother, and I, about things that they did, places they went, trouble they got into. You know what I mean? And so I just think as parents, we need to share those things with our children. My daughter's 31. And I've shared things with her that I've done. Some I'm not so proud of, but you know what? It was a learning experience, and it was a lesson learned. So I didn't make those mistakes again. Talk to your kids, love your kids, show them that you love them, tell them that you love them. And some people have a hard time doing that. And so I said to my friend, I said, well, a lot of that comes because that they didn't experience that growing up. They didn't have a mom and dad to hug them and say, hey, I love you, as well as show them that you love them by doing for them. And that's really sad. But I love that my friend is that kind of the parent. He's the type of parent that his mom wasn't when he was growing up to his boys, and I just love that. So like I said, don't ever let your kids wonder if you love them. You need to tell them. So make sure y'all check that video out. And I do get a little torn up at the end, and I became very emotional because it's a subject that's very near and dear to my heart, because your children should never, ever, ever have to wonder if you love them. They should never have to do that. I never experienced that growing up, and my child didn't experience that growing up. And I hope that one day, if she has kids, they don't experience that growing up. Tell your kids you love them. Hug them. Just, Lord have mercy. I'm getting emotional again, so I'm going to stop right there. Make sure you check the video out. I'll link it in the description box. That's all I have, you guys. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back. And guess what? There's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can do about it. So don't even try, because I'm going to love you anyhow. Until next time, take care. And don't forget, go out there, do big things, do great things. Step out of your comfort zone. Love your children. Tell them you love them. Show them you love them. Give them hugs. Give them kisses on the cheek, the forehead. But just make sure they know they are loved. Till next time, take care.